Hello and welcome to Cinematography. I'm Don Perignon, saving you from getting ripped off. And welcome back to Superhero Month! Today we're heading back to 2003, or as I like to call it, the year of Shitima, because every movie was a piece of shit that year. You had Terminator 3, Gothica, Jilly, Scary Movie 3, Freddy vs. Jason, and of course, the worst of the bunch, Hulk. Yes, the last action movie Ang Lee ever directed, and probably will ever direct for the rest of his life. Hell, the film most likely would have ruined his career entirely if he hadn't made such a strong comeback with Brokeback Mountain. This movie was so bad, not only did it manage to piss off comic book fans and fans of just the TV show, but it managed to piss off a generation who knew nothing of either genres. Talk about a hat trick. Now, I haven't seen this movie in its entirety since I saw it in the theater, so come on, it really can't be that bad. Can it? I mean, it's the Hulk. It's a big green monster smashing shit and fighting the army. When has Hollywood ever fucked that up? Point taken.
All bets are off! All bets are off! All bets are off! What the fuck did you think? What the hell I was going to do? Every time I stand in front of you, so you don't have disrespect. How far can you take that bullshit? Now it's time to get this shit on! Oh, that's wrong! Oh, that's wrong! Oh, that's wrong! Oh, that's wrong! All bets are off!
The movie starts out with the title sequence, which has a bunch of science shit going on with no explanation or understanding to it. You see notes about the immune system and animals like jellyfish and starfish getting cut up with a lot of special effect, only adding to your confusion. Kinda like watching SpongeBob on acid. Finally, we see a scientist named David Banner talking to a young Thunderbolt Ross about building up the immune system at a naval base in 1966. I don't know Ross's rank at this point, but he's high enough to control his whole naval base, so enough said. Ross tells him that his request for human testing has been denied, so Banner tests it on himself. Then again, he could have been so distraught over the news he needed to shoot up some heroin. It is the 60s after all. He gets his wife pregnant, and the child is born with some abnormalities, shown by him turning slightly green when his dad decides to be a dick and take his favorite pacifier out of his mouth, and the child starts crying. Someone's not getting a #1 dad mug for Father's Day? And you're telling me that his wife never noticed their son turning the color of pistachio ice cream whenever he cried? This is why stupid people shouldn't breed. 4 years later, Banner is in his office when Ross busting in, having found out that Banner tested his experiment on himself.
You're off the project.
Angry, Banner shuts off the safety systems on a fucking bomb. Jesus, a bit of an overreaction, don't you think? Most nut jobs just get rifles and go postal when they lose their job. This asshole goes apocalyptic. I'm getting really tired of cleaning up glass off my floor. Oh, and get this. He sets it to explode in 30 minutes. Why can't someone else?
It just raises too many questions.
Banner hurries home, takes his wife into another room to talk to her, leaving Bruce outside while they argue. Is he supposed to be special? Is the audience supposed to be special? then a teenage Bruce wakes up. So how do you dream about the things he weren't there for? Anyhow, Bruce, played by Eric Bana, whom I'm convinced only got this role because of his name, spending his young life with foster parents, grows up to be a scientist working at Berkeley Nuclear Biotech's Institute with his ex-girlfriend Betty Ross, played by Jennifer Connelly.
I hate them.
Wait, I just got here. Who do we hate?
The review board. We have to make a presentation on Tuesday.
Does she wish the Goblin King would take them away? And despite these two being great actors in their own right, they have about as much chemistry as two neuter dogs dry humping.
Oops, and Nanomats, you sound almost passionate. Sorry. That was rude.
Look, no.
My God, even they look bored in this scene. Dang, can we skip this? I just want to play the Hulk. And I just want to get paid. What are they working on, you ask? Why, the same thing his father was, of course. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Now I want to talk about the transition editing in this film because it's both cool and shitty at the same time. Anyone who's looked in a comic book knows that you have panels, and the panels aren't always the same shape. You know, they're different shapes, different sizes, some overlap the other. And they did that with the transitions in this, and it's really kind of awesome. It's unique, new to cinema, and brings a cool new aspect to the film. The problem is, they didn't know when to stop. Instead of just using it on really dramatic scenes to emphasize the importance, they use it almost all the time. I feel like I'm in a fun house created by Monkey Bones or Cool World. I don't need to see these kind of transition effects to show me different computer screens during the experiment, especially when I don't understand what the fuck I'm seeing on the screen. Just blow up the goddamn frog already. Ugh, more bored acting. Next. We meet Talbert, one of Betty's exes, who's in charge of some military science division, and being a relative love interest, he of course has to be a dick. It's written in the movie-making bylaws between All Dogs Must Live and Pamela Anderson must show cleavage. And is it me, or does it look like she's reading a text message this whole time?
I basically run all the labs on the base now. Yeah.
It's probably a very, very long apology from her agent. Talbot works with Betty's father, General Thunderbolt Ross, and wants to buy their research.
You just have to say the word.
2 rooms. The door.
If I'd have known that was a hidden message to the audience years ago, I would have got my money back from the theater right then and there. That night as she's leaving, she runs into the creepiest janitor this side of the Mississippi.
Hey, what happened to Benny? Is he not working the night shift anymore?
Benny's dead. I'm the new guy.
Okay, when a creepy janitor says to you so-and-so is dead without any sympathy or remorse, you might want to notify someone. Just saying. Better safe than dead. Oh, great. Not only do we have to look at a monotone flashback, but explore Betty's nightmares as well, because she was at the base at the time, too. Listen, this suspension of disbelief and then this thinking your audience are fucking morons. You expect us to believe that 2 people separated at a young age, one who wanted to live with foster parents and God knows where, not only later in life ended up working together, but dating and didn't know it?
Bullshit!
Tell me about your dream.
Well, it starts with a memory.
I'm in this demonic version of Sesame Street and David Bowie's there with the biggest balls I've ever seen.
Do you think it's just a dream?
No, I think it's something that happened
When your acting was poor, but you were working with people who knew how to tell an interesting story. Once Bruce leaves, the janitor goes into the office and picks up a hair. How does he know whose hair he's picking up? They both had the same hair color. What was his plan? To keep breaking in until he got the right one through trial and error? Later, Bruce's associate is trying to fix the gamma machine when a short causes it to turn on. His mask gets stuck, hooking him to the machine, so Bruce has to run in to save him, managing to unhook him, but unable to get him out in time, so Bruce uses his body as a shield. Okay, gamma rays are filling the room, and as far as he knows, he has no superpowers, so why did he think that would work?
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Bruce is in the hospital, and he's just fine. Better than fine, actually, because all of his old injuries are healed.
Are you sure the doctor checked?
The doctor gave me the full workup. He wants to know where he can get what I'm taking.
So do I, if you think any of this is interesting. Bruce has another nightmare. And wakes up to find the janitor sitting there.
I like watching you sleep.
He tells Bruce that he's his father, used it last week, and that he didn't die when Bruce was a child, but instead locked away by General Ross for 30 years. He also tells him that it wasn't the gamma rays that healed him, but they released what was already inside of him.
Get out! Sit. We're gonna have to watch that temper of yours.
You should talk. Last time you got pissed, you nuked the base. I'm pretty sure you should be serving 5 consecutive life sentences right now. The next day, after drawing blood from Bruce for him, Betty goes to see her father, old Thunderboss Rose, played by Sam Elliott, for lunch, and God bless him, he is acting his heart out, but even he can't liven this thing up. He tries to warn her about Bruce, and she gets pissed and leaves. Can someone explain to me why everyone in this movie is angry except the Hulk? Ross is angry, Talbert's angry, Betty's angry, Bruce's father's angry, Bruce fucking Gandhi. Bruce is looking at his blood under the microscope and finds something strange about it. What did he find strange about it? Hell if I know, they never say. They just show some green blotches. And for some odd reason, this makes him angry.
Hi, you've called Dr. Krensler. Please leave a message.
Look, it's been 40 minutes. Just be glad something's finally happening. So we finally get to see the Hulk, who trashes the lab, for a whole 5 minutes at night in the shadows. Whoop-de-fucking-do. The new Cinemashby t-shirt is here. That's right, you can be the envy of your friends while styling and profiling in your brand new Cinemashby t-shirt. But wait, fashion trend setting isn't the only thing it's good for. It can be used to wash the dishes, scrub the floors, wash yourself, wipe your ass. Warning, do not flush dirt down toilet. Shit. Discipline your pet. Be a superhero. Block the sun. Blow your nose. Wrap your hair. Hide from your enemies. Well, maybe not. Nurse a black eye. And much, much more. Don't delay to order your new Cinemashby t-shirt. Click on the link in the description. Operators are standing by. The next day, Betty goes to Bruce's house and finds him in ripped jeans lying on his bed. Of course, she doesn't find anything strange about this. That would take intelligent writing. They just ramble on and on about plot points of the movie, but at least they actually look like they're interested in performing on camera this time. And I think it was at this point, while I was watching this movie in the theater on opening night, a guy in the front row stood up, turned around, and said, "Is anyone else as bored with this shit as I am?" And the entire auditorium just groaned. General Ross comes in and drops Bruce's wallet on the table, saying he left it at the lab last night. He fucking works there! It's not like Tiffany's was destroyed and you found his wallet lying around. Bruce is placed under house arrest while Betty looks up his father because Bruce told her that the janitor was his father. They have a boring conversation and he decides to use Bruce's DNA to create Hulk dogs to kill her. I'm pretty sure a gun would have worked fine. Hell, a rock would have worked fine. Then he proceeds to call Bruce and tell him what he did.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
Before Bruce can even walk out the door, Talbot shows up and starts beating the shit out of Bruce for no real reason at all. Why the hell not? The only structure this movie has had is being completely boring or completely random, so why start making sense now?
Talbot, yeah? You're making me angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
After taking care of Talbot and the guards, it's off to save Betty. Sitting in her cabin, she hears something outside and goes to investigate. Never mind him. You need to be afraid of that creepy-ass tree. Looks like something out of Evil Dead. By the way, worst hide-and-seek player ever. The Hulk dogs arrive, and we get our first action scene. You know, as dumb as this whole concept is, there are some funny moments. Like this one. Hulk Come on. When again in your life are you ever going to see the Hulk punch a dog in the dick? Hulk noodle dog. What is with Ang Lee and trees? He beats the Hulk dogs, turning him into green goo. Well, at least we learned the origins of Slimer. And turns back into Banner. The next morning, Betty calls her father because she's scared and sets Bruce up to be captured.
Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
They get to the base and Betty wants to try and help Bruce remember his past in order to cure him because she thinks Bruce's mental trauma is manifesting itself physically through the Hulk. Whoa, 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 movie. Hold up. That actually made sense. You're fucking up. Elsewhere, David Banner does the gamma experiment on himself, turning himself into whatever this is. There you go. Now you're back on track. Back at the base, they walk through a burnt-out town, and nothing happens.
Oh, yes. I hate this. It is revolting.
Talbot goes over Ross's head, getting control of the Hulk project, kicking Betty out, and tries to get Bruce to change by tasering him so he can get a sample of the Hulk. What is your malfunction? Why do you insist on pissing this guy off? When he ends up knocking him out, he puts him in some machine. Betty returns home, finding Bruce's father there, turning himself in under the condition that he gets to see his son one last time. Cause that's a good idea. Let the crazy guy have access to his virtually invincible monster son. Hey, I know. Let's let Charles Manson run a church service. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with that too. While in the machine, Bruce remembers that his father killed his mother, causing Bruce to change into the Hulk.
Okay, do it now. Start the enzyme extraction.
Sir, negative on drill penetration.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He smashes up the base, with Talbot killing himself in the process, fights the army in the desert, and some really good action sequences. Well, it damn well should. We waited an hour and 30 minutes for this. Eventually making his way to San Francisco. Yeah, I'd be pissed too if I had shit all over my face. Ross finally agrees to take Betty to see him, and seeing Betty, the Hulk calms down, turning back into Bruce.
You found me.
You smell like shit. They take David to see his son, who does nothing but ramble nonsense while pushing Bruce's buttons to make him angry. David absorbs electricity from a nearby cable, turning himself into lightning, and carries the Hulk into the desert. David turns into some rocks, they fight. He turns into water, they fight.
Yes, well, this is all tremendously boring.
He starts absorbing energy from the Hulk, weakening him all the while, taunting him about giving up all his energy, and the Hulk...
Take it. Take it off!
What is going on? What is going on?
What is he doing? Why is he hurting David Banner? How is the Hulk doing whatever the hell he's doing? Why is David Banner turned into a big green water bubble? Why are there images in the bubble? What the fuck is going on? You know what? Who gives a shit? They nuked the fuckers. The end. This movie is great. If you only watch the Hulk scenes. Banner and Connolly seem bored most of the time. Connolly in particular. I get the feeling those scenes were filmed last, in which by the time Connolly realized what a train wreck this movie was going to be and just stopped giving a shit. And the story was just boring. Long and boring. It was way too much looking into the Hulk psyche. And way too much science mumbo-jumbo. Hulk's psyche is very interesting and makes for very good storytelling, when told in a literary fashion, or with a TV show, because you can explore it a little bit at a time over a very, very long period. Not try to cram everything into a 2-hour movie, which is really supposed to be an action movie. But the Hulk scenes are great. They're fun, exciting, action-packed, and for a movie made in 2003 when the CGI effects weren't as advanced as they are today, they're really good. Yeah, there are some parts that look cartoony, but most of the time the Hulk looks real. Look at his face. You can't tell me this doesn't look real. Hell, he looks like Brock Lesnar. Like I said, if you simply only watch the Hulk scenes, you'll find nothing but enjoyment from this movie. Except for the end. Don't bother with that part. After San Francisco, just turn it off and pretend Banner was locked up. Oh, you have to give Ang Lee this much. If it wasn't for this movie, Spider-Man 2 would have consisted mostly of nighttime fighting scenes. Again. So, you have to thank him for that. I'm Don Perignon, saving you from getting ripped off.
It's coming! Here's one! Back to the face!
Oh great, now there's a helicopter going by. I'm almost done and the helicopter has to come by. Some dickhead decided to get the cops, chase him down with a helicopter. Thanks, asshole. Thanks for nothing.